So everybody, I'm here with my friend Rajul. She is a nurse practitioner and specializes in aesthetics. Rajul, do you want to tell a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I have been a nurse practitioner since 2003, and I've been working in aesthetics for 4 years. It is really fun and gratifying to work with people's skincare and improve their sense of confidence and just to overall make them feel more healthy.
Yeah, I had you come into our office. Was that back in February?
I
Yeah,
think so, February, early March, yeah.
yeah. And so you came in and you did we did a Botox party for some of
Mhm.
my coworkers. It was after work. We had wine, we had um, chemical peels, we did injectables, Botox.
Mhm.
Um, and so that's what introduced us to each other. And then we've been in touch afterwards and during quarantine just about skincare in general and what people can do to continue their skincare at home while they can't come in and see you.
Right, exactly. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit with you today. I think that when I thought about what are my biggest personal struggles, because at the end of the day, obviously I'm a woman too, before I'm even a nurse practitioner and thinking about customers and everything. And I was starting to have some of the same panic that everybody is going through. Oh my God, my nails look terrible. I can't color my hair. The Botox is wearing off. I'm running out of skincare products.
Mhm.
And I had to really go back to the basics. And the basics are my philosophy has always been that in treating any issue, you're going to be most effective being inside out. And so, what that means is that while you're in this quarantine period, in this period where you're not having your regular appointments with your facialist or wherever you go for your skincare maintenance, there are things that you can do at home that will help you overall. And I find personally where I've really just fell off the wagon, because I have been pretty good about continuing my routine with my products, is getting enough water in. And what that does is it makes you really dehydrated when you don't drink enough water, obviously. But it also lowers your immune system and it can make the skin appear more dull and more dry.
Yeah.
And when your skin is dry, you can get overproduction of oil, which is going to predispose you to more breakouts. It's also going to make your skin more sensitive to the sun, so you can get new dark spots quicker and easier than you could in a hydrated state. And as it relates to this unusual, crazy time that we're all going through with COVID 19 and trying to prevent contracting that, being hydrated also helps on not picking up viruses. Viruses generally cannot be really active and survive in a hydrated body.
Mhm.
And so the tips that I'm giving you for your skin will really help you inside out as well. So ideally, the best thing is for you to get your 8 glasses of water a day. I know a lot of us are used to carrying around a bottle and having it on our desk and seeing that as a visual to get through that and hit that goal. But at home, that's not necessarily the situation. You're homeschooling your children, you're unloading the dishwasher, you're doing stuff around your house, projects, whatever it is, and you're not necessarily sitting in one place with that water bottle, so you're totally out of routine. So that's really, really important. And like most people, you may be enjoying some extra alcohol or some extra junk food, and things that are higher in sugar, dairy, and alcohol are going to make you more dehydrated. So my new rule has been that at least by 2 p.m., I'm trying to get all of my water in. And if you set that kind of goal, you can feel a little bit more relieved by the rest of your day. And then if you want to start happy hour at 5, it's a little more justified and isn't going to do as much damage to your skin.
Okay.
The second thing that you can do for dryness, just as a home remedy, is using coconut oil. And I'm not biased towards the Trader Joe's brand, but it is the least expensive and it's the right formulation of coconut oil.
Okay.
So, what this coconut oil is it's the organic, virgin, unfiltered coconut oil. And
Okay.
so when the house is a little cool, it looks white like this. And when it gets really hot or the temperature in your house gets closer to 80, it'll be a clear liquid. But you don't want to get the refined or the filtered. You want to get the raw, organic, virgin, unfiltered coconut oil. This is excellent in your diet to do some of your cooking with, especially if you're doing like Asian recipes or it tastes really good melted on popcorn. Otherwise, it does have a little bit of a coconut flavor that you might not enjoy in everything you're making. But the way that I like to use it as a skincare treatment is to actually sleep with it on your face at night. And so you just take a little bit, maybe a dime size or green pea size amount in your hands. And I keep one jar under my bathroom sink in the cabinet and one jar in the kitchen for cooking. So I'm not kind of cross-contaminating, so to speak. And what you do is you just spread it all over your face and your neck like you would moisturizer. And it might sound a little counterintuitive. You want me to rub oil on my face? Yes, I do. This type of oil is non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog your pores, and it's also antifungal, antibacterial, and antiviral. So you should not have breakouts from this. It could be similar to a facial, like you go for a facial and then you have a breakout. So sometimes when you're doing detoxifying treatments and applications, you can bring things up to the surface, but that's just coincidental. It's not because the coconut oil is causing it.
Okay.
The beautiful thing about this also is, especially in the winter time and when pollen counts are high in the spring, I also put it all in my hair and sleep once a week with a hair mask, so to speak. And then the next day you wash it out. You may have to shampoo twice in the shower, but just saturate your hair with it, sleep in a shower cap. It will not stain your pillowcase though. So that's another good part about it. Coconut oil will help your skin, will actually get absorbed into your skin, because most of the moisturizers and lotions we use are water-based and they just sit on the surface and only a little bit actually gets absorbed. Our skin has a lipid barrier, so it's going to take oil in more easy to be moisturized than a water-based product. So that's a really nice thing to use that way. And you will feel soft and hydrated easily for 5 to 7 days after this treatment, just on the surface of your skin, okay? It doesn't mean you don't need to drink water. Compared to other things on the internet like mashed avocado or eggs or other home treatments are fine, but you're just going to be kind of glowy for a few hours after those treatments.
Well, as I've seen to use coconut oil, but I never knew that it had to be a specific, the raw, the virgin, unfiltered coconut. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, this is the healthiest kind to ingest and to apply on the surface. The last thing, honestly, is apple cider vinegar. So this is one of those things that has so many benefits. I mean, you need to just Google it to see all the benefits, but it's good for gut health. It helps the pH of your body. When your pH is normal, again, cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. And even though this is acidic and sour, it actually neutralizes your internal pH. It really helps to pull toxins out of your system so that when you do go to the bathroom, you are excreting things that need to get out of your system. It's a really great thing to have, especially after a deep tissue massage when there's all kinds of things circulating in your body. From a skin point standpoint, I don't like to apply this on the face so much. There are some mask recipes that add a little bit into the mask recipe, and that's totally fine, but I find it to be most effective just taken. My favorite way to have apple cider vinegar is 1 to 2 tablespoons, and that just depends on personal preference of how much tartness you can tolerate. And I put it into club soda with some pineapple juice, orange juice, or just something sweet to kind of balance out the tartness. If you want to just get it over with, there's nothing dangerous about just drinking a tablespoon straight up and just getting it over with like you would a shot of anything else. So that's the quick and dirty one.
Yeah.
But it does make a good mocktail with pineapple juice and club soda.
Okay.
And I'm not too picky about what kind of apple cider vinegar you use, but I think that the unfiltered has more benefits to it than the filtered.
Okay.
So that is that. Now, when we get out of this period in the next few weeks, currently I work at Becoming Med Spa, which is in South Park, and we do have some treatments that are unrelated to hydration. So if you're concerned about acne or dark spots or laser hair removal, we offer that there. The number one aesthetic treatment and the one that's most preventative for anti-aging is getting Botox injections, or with a product like Dysport or Xeomin. There's several different types of Botox. And I do have my own concierge business for that. And it's called Injectables by Rajul. I do house calls, business calls. I have a home office, a home clinic where I can inject. And right now, as we phase into reopening businesses and everything, you can trust that I will take every measure, both for my family and yours, to do the right things to make sure that we stay safe during this time, because I don't think that we should just be full-fledged, everything.
Mhm.
But I thought that that would be a nice service to provide people in Charlotte, that you don't have to wait and expose yourself to a doctor's office or a medical spa to get the treatments that you want.
Yeah, well, and especially if you can, I mean, we're all spending so much time at home. You've got a couple
Mhm.
ladies in the neighborhood can all pull together and have you come over and hit everybody all at once. That's great.
Absolutely. Yes. And it's a lot of fun and it's efficient for everyone and it's a good time. And maybe the next time I can explain more about injectables and their role, because there's a lot of stereotypes and a little bit of a negative attention with that. I think it's gotten better over the years, but my approach is very natural. My philosophy has always been the best injectable is the least detectable. So you don't have to worry about big lips and frozen faces with me. So that's kind of my philosophy, but it's really life changing. You just feel better without makeup, and it slows down all that aging too.
Yeah. Well, that's
Uh,
awesome.
yeah, I forgot something, Chelsea.
Tell me.
um, one of the things that is so important while you are even at home is to still wear sunscreen. So, unless your curtains are totally drawn and you really are sitting in a dark home with all artificial lighting, you really still need to be wearing a sunscreen, specifically a zinc based sunscreen. We do sell one at Becoming Med Spa, but you can also get zinc based sunscreens over the counter. You have to remember that no matter how short or how long your commute to work is, or how much you're in the car, 80% of lifelong sun damage has happened from the windows in the car. So I'm in a new home myself. I have no window treatment since the last 3 weeks. And I know it's UV ray central here. And I have to remember that even staying home with this crazy weather, rain, cold, hot, I need to wear sunscreen indoors.
Well, and everybody's spending so much more time outside right now.
Yes, that too. Yeah, everyone's out and about.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's where, so I'm hearing what I brought earlier is I've heard a lot of and seen like memes on the internet with all these like quarantine breakouts and quarantine,
Yes.
but that easily could just be people not drinking enough water.
It can be people not drinking enough water, but also ingesting things that are dehydrating.
Yeah.
So it's two-sided. So it's like if you didn't drink enough water, but you're eating salads and fruit all day, you might still be okay.
Mm.
Or you can drink some extra water and offset the extra sugar and alcohol and everything that we're all ingesting right now that we wouldn't during our normal routine.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can start there. And then once all this stuff blows over, I'm going to have to come see you at the spa and get all my.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I would love to talk about skincare next time also, for what products are good. I feel like everything is a little bit of a tiered approach. So I talk to people about sleeping, water, diet, then skincare products, and then treatments. Because you can do thousands of dollars of laser treatments, and if you're not doing the stuff at home,
Base stuff.
it's just, yeah, it's kind of going backwards.
Yeah. So we got to set the foundation with the water and the sleep, being healthy,
Yes.
and then we'll start next year. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I look forward to talking to you all again.
Yes, absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Bye.